Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Today we have some electrifying news that's creating a buzz across the NFL, especially among Seahawks fans. You see, insiders are whispering that the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that's been really aggressive this season, are actually dangling one of their key defensive players in trade talks with the Seahawks. And this isn't any random player. No, we're talking about Zack Baun, the all-pro linebacker, a guy who's been turning heads and making waves on the field. And it's not just a rumor. The insiders, including Diana Rossini, are saying that the Eagles are seriously exploring a deal that could bring Baun to Seattle, with a third-round pick in 2026 and a day 3 swap as part of the package. Now, if you're a Seahawks fan, you know how significant this could be, especially considering the team's needs on defense and how Baun could fit into Pete Carroll's scheme. But let's back up a little, because this isn't just about a trade rumor, it's about a strategic move by the Eagles, a team that's sitting pretty at 4-1 and looking to strengthen its roster for a deep playoff push. The Eagles, led by head coach Nick Sirianni and defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, are known for their creative cap management and bold moves. Despite their success, they're in a bit of a cap crunch now, with about $12 million in space, but they're trying to juggle that to keep their core intact. Howie Roseman, the mastermind GM, is known for his savvy cap gymnastics, and this trade attempt for Baun is a clear indication of that. They're willing to part ways with Baun, a player who's been a shining star since signing a hefty deal in March 2025, a 4-year, $51 million contract that made him one of the top linebackers in the league. Baun, just 28 years old and hailing from Wisconsin, has been a revelation since his stint with the New Orleans Saints and his subsequent signing with the Eagles. In 2024, he truly broke out, racking up over 111 solo tackles, which was first among linebackers, and racking up 69 stops, also leading the league. His versatility is what makes him so appealing. He's a linebacker who can blitz effectively, with a success rate of 69%, and excels in coverage, with a coverage grade of 91. 6, which is elite. His ability to rush the passer, combined with his tackling consistency and coverage skills, makes him a perfect fit for a Seahawks defense that has been seeking more playmaking at linebacker. In fact, Baun's stats this season are impressive. Through Week 5, he's amassed 30 tackles, ranking 14th in the NFL with 26 solo stops, placing him 9th overall. He also has 2 sacks, making him a constant threat on the edge, and his 1 interception shows his ability to make game-changing plays. His overall PFF grade of 90, 1 and a coverage grade of 91. 6 are among the best in the league for his position. It's worth noting that he plays a lot of snaps, about 333 per game, which is 5th in the NFL, meaning he's on the field almost every defensive play, a testament to his conditioning and importance. Now, why would the Eagles trade such a valuable asset? Well, it's mainly about cap space and roster construction. Despite their success, the Eagles are projected to be about $45 million over the salary cap in 2026, with their quarterback Jalen Hurts set to earn around $25 million on average in his new extension. They also need to rework some deals like that of wide receiver A.J. Brown, and they're cautious about maintaining flexibility for future signings. Baun's $17 million annual average value is a significant hit, especially for a team trying to keep its core intact while also addressing other needs, like secondary depth after a rough 2025 campaign where they allowed 285 passing yards per game. And here's the twist. Despite the skepticism from some analysts and fans, Roseman is taking a calculated gamble. Remember, back in 2019, the Bears traded away Roquan Smith mid-season, a bold move that paid off for their defense. Roseman is betting on adding depth and talent, even if it means shedding some cap space now. The Eagles' defense, which has been solid but not exceptional, could see a boost with Bond's addition. They're aiming to shore up their front seven and make a serious push for the NFC title, but the Seahawks are the team that stands to benefit hugely from this potential trade. On the Seahawks side, this deal could be transformative. With a $22 million cap space and a roster that's been trending upward, Seattle is looking for ways to elevate their defense, especially against powerful NFC West rivals like the 49ers. Coach Pete Carroll's team has been showing resilience, and adding Bond to the mix could be a game-changer. You see, Seattle's defensive scheme under coordinator Mike Macdonald is known for its aggressive, versatile approach, and Bond fits that profile perfectly. His ability to line up inside and rush the passer, combined with his coverage skills, makes him an ideal addition. The Seahawks' defense has been decent, allowing about 21 points per game, but with Bond in the fold, that number could drop significantly, potentially to 17 or even lower. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about the impact. Bond's presence on the field could raise the Seahawks' overall defensive efficiency. His knack for generating tackles and disrupting plays will help improve their run defense, which currently leaks an average of 225 rushing yards per game. That's a staggering number, and it's one the Seahawks need to address if they want to contend seriously in the NFC. Bond's aggressive style, combined with the Seahawks' existing talent like Uchenna Nwasu, who had 7 sacks last season, could turn the Seahawks' pass rush into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Looking at the bigger picture, the Seahawks have been building a strong foundation this season, a team that's fighting for a playoff spot and looking to make a deep run. They've shown resilience and talent at key positions, and adding a player like Bond could push them over the edge. The projections are optimistic. With Bond, they could see their points allowed drop from around 21 to under 18, and their overall defensive EPA expected points added would improve, making them a much more formidable opponent. His expected production includes around 120 tackles, 6 sacks, and an increase in tackles for loss, which could reach around 11. That's the kind of impact that can turn a good team into a great one. And let's not forget the historical echoes here. Think back to the 2018 Patriots, who made a crucial mid-season acquisition of Donta Hightower, rebuilding their defense and eventually winning Super Bowl LIII. Bond, in a similar vein, could be that piece that elevates the Seahawks into Super Bowl contention. His ability to disrupt the opposing offense, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Brock Purdy, who averages over 6 yards per carry, could be pivotal in playoff situations. His disruption rate and third down stops could be the difference in tight games. Now, to wrap this all up, this potential trade is more than just a roster move, it's a statement. The Seahawks are positioning themselves not just for a playoff run, but for a serious shot at the Super Bowl. The addition of Bond could be the catalyst that takes them from a solid team to a championship contender. The defense, which struggled in some areas last year, is on the cusp of transforming into one of the league's most feared units, especially with Bond's versatile skill set. Meanwhile, the Eagles are making a bold move to shed cap space and add youth and talent, aiming for a deep playoff run of their own. This entire scenario is unfolding right before our eyes, and it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting storylines of this NFL season. Will the Seahawks pull off this deal? Will Bond become a key piece in their championship puzzle? Time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this is a story that every Seahawks fan should be keeping a close eye on. The NFL is unpredictable, but one thing is certain. With Bond potentially joining Seattle, the NFC West just got a lot more interesting. The Seahawks are building something special, and this move could very well be the spark that ignites their Super Bowl pursuit. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Bond will make the difference? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in those Seahawks colors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned. The NFL season is heating up, and this story is far from over. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Seahawks.